If we don't have any self-confidence, then it becomes really hard to achieve those huge dreams and wishes and goals that we set for ourselves. And it can really hold us back in life, and we can have the biggest dreams and the biggest goals and the biggest wishes and want the best for ourselves, but we just won't take the action because we don't have the confidence to take that action, and we don't have the confidence to be in the places that we need to be, to do the things that we need to do to get to where we want to be and to be the person that we want to become. So if you want to build your confidence, I'm going to go through the things that helped me build my confidence. I used to be the shyest person that you will ever meet. I was painfully shy. I was so shy and unconfident in myself that even on my wedding day, I practically ran down that aisle because I didn't want anybody looking at me. And it's your wedding day. When you're the bride, you usually want people to look at you, and you want to walk down that aisle as slowly as possible so everyone can take in the glory of your wedding dress. But not me. I was so unconfident and so shy that I practically ran down that aisle. If I was to do it again, I know that that would not happen now. Want to go through the things that made me feel really confident on the inside. Like now, I can say for the first time in my life, I'm truly confident in who I am as a person. And I want that for you too, because when you're truly confident as a person in who you are, then nobody can take that away from you. There's no circumstances you can put yourself in where it can be taken away from you, because that's who you are to your core. You are confident. You are a confident person, and you can become confident in any situation if that is the case. The first time I started noticing that I had become more confident was after I had spent a lot of time alone. And I spent about 5 years being bedbound. I spent a lot of time alone. But because of that, I actually got to know myself really, really, really well. And I got to know myself without any outside influences affecting who I thought I was. Once you really, really get to know yourself and you get to know who you are at your core without any outside influences affecting who you are, who you think you are, your decisions, what you might do in any given situation. You really get to know what you like, who you like, what sort of person you want to be, and who you want to work on to become. You get to know your core values. And that is one of the big things, your core values. Once you get to know your core values, you can even just Google a list of core values and it'll take you through, 50 or something. And you can circle or just write down the ones that resonate with you most. Pick out 5 to 10 core values. Just go off your gut instinct when doing this, and that will tell you who you are without anyone else sort of getting in the way of those decisions. You can also do personality tests online. There's the Myers-Briggs personality test, there's the Enneagram personality test. I like to do all of the personality tests, and you can find what resonates with you, and sometimes you can learn something about yourself that you might not have known and really get to know who you are through these tests. And you can pick out the things that resonate with you and just leave the rest. Once you know your core values and your kind of personality type, and you sort of got a better understanding of who you are, who you want to become, what type of person you are, once you really get to then know yourself without any outside influences affecting you, also when you get into real alignment with who you are, you start to find and seek out the media that you need and all the information that you can get from different media sources. So social media, television, traditional media, radio, even the people that you follow, the podcasts you listen to, the books you read, all that will align with who you are and who you are becoming, and it will just feed more into the person that you know you are to your core. So the reason why you need to get to know yourself so well is so that nobody can say anything to you that will affect you and that will upset you. You won't care then what anybody says about you, because you know deep down who you are, and you know that if anybody says anything that tries to upset you, it's not going to work, because even if they say something negative, you know your plus points, you know your negative points, you know the things that you want to work on to become better at. So even if they do say something that might trigger you, you agree with them. Whatever they say to you, it doesn't matter, because you know yourself. And if they're not right and they say something to try and upset you, it doesn't affect you, because you know that they're not right and you can just let it go. So that is why you need to get to know yourself so well that no matter what anybody thinks, no matter what anybody says, it really does not affect you. It's none of your business what anybody else thinks about you, what anybody else says about you. It can't shake you at your core, because you've built yourself up to know who you are. And now nobody can knock that. Nobody can knock your confidence now. And then the second point is to have a growth mindset. So when you have a fixed mindset, you feel like nothing will ever change, you can never change, everything is everybody else's fault, and so what's the point in even trying? When you have a growth mindset, you feel like everything that's happened is a reason to grow. You learn from failure, and you learn from mistakes that you make, and you can always grow as a person and achieve things and get better. And it means that you're just not stagnant, and you can always grow as a person and continue to work on yourself and get better and better. Having a growth mindset is very important for your self-confidence. Third thing is just to be unbothered. There's something called the pink elephant paradox. Somebody says to you, don't think about a pink elephant. That's all that you can think about now. And it's when you try too hard to do something that it actually pushes it away. So you try so hard to be confident, and you try so hard to make friends, and so hard to put yourself out there, and people can sense that. People can sense that you're trying too hard, and it's actually a deterrent, and it actually puts people off and gives people the ick. You can always tell when someone's trying too hard to be confident, because they're overly loud, extravagant, and it just kind of like, you get like a weird sense that they are trying too hard, and you can just tell, and it just puts you off. You can tell the people that have real self-confidence because they just have an air of confidence about them. They can be an introvert or an extrovert, it doesn't matter. They have a quiet confidence. You can just tell those people that feel confident on the inside with who they are, because they don't feel the need to show off, and they don't feel the need to prove themselves to anybody. They don't feel the need to brag about anything. They don't feel the need to put on a show, and they don't feel the need to care about what other people think, because they know they're enough on the inside. And if somebody else does not accept them, that's fine. That person is not for them. So the pink elephant paradox, don't try too hard. Just accept that some people will like you, some people won't like you. The right people will like you for who you are. As long as you like you, that is really all that matters. And then another thing that can really build your self-confidence is to put yourself out of your comfort zone. You are never going to be fully confident if you stay in this small bubble of things that you know. You need to push yourself, and the more and more you confront your fears and do things you are not comfortable with, the more you will get comfortable with those things, and you will realize that you are more than capable, and you're more capable than you ever thought you were. The more that you push yourself out of your comfort zone, and the more that you go out and achieve things that you didn't think you could achieve, you have pushed yourself and you've got out of your comfort zone more than once, you will start to see that in other areas of your life, and you will think, well, I did this thing and that was well out of my comfort zone, so I can also do that thing over there, and I can do all these different things because I've proven to myself over and over again that if I put myself in new situations, I can get through it. And yes, I might make mistakes and I might fail, but eventually I will learn and I will get through it and everything's going to be fine. And the more I push myself, the more I grow as a person. I think the last thing that really helped me on my confidence journey was having something that I cared about more than other people's opinions. So for me, it is helping people, because I've been at beyond rock bottom many times, and I managed to pull myself out of that. And now I feel like I've been on that journey so many times and I've learned so many things that I want to pass this information on to other people. And I feel like that is who I am as a person. I've always wanted to help people and see people be their happiest, best versions of themselves, and that fuels me more than the judgment of other people. So find something that you care about more than anything else in this world, that pushes you to keep going, that pushes you to not even care about yourself, because I care about this more than I care about myself. I care about helping other people more than I care about myself. So find whatever that thing is for you, that thing that you feel so passionate about. Not even what you do, it's who you are. Find who you are at your core and how you can put that out into the world. And if it's something to do with helping others in some way, that's even better. But find your why, and your why will push you through anything. Once you find that, that matters more than what anybody says, what anybody thinks. And again, it goes back to your core values. I know who that is who I am as a person. My core values are wanting to help people and push people and see people be happy and succeed and not suffer. I don't want to see anybody suffering. I want everybody to find that happiness and work on themselves. I hope these things help you find that inner confidence and real confidence that lasts, and not fake confidence that you have to put on a show. Please like and subscribe, and this will hopefully get out to more and more people. Sending lots of love. Thank you for watching.